My name is Marcus Russell,
Get fit, man.
and this is the Marcus Russell Show. This is my first YouTube show, politics news. I want to talk about the Manhattan assassination of United Healthcare insurance agent Brian Thompson. Let's get straight to it.
It is day 3 of a cross-state manhunt for the gunman who killed the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, Brian Thompson. We're now learning that the suspect reportedly traveled to New York City on a bus that came from Atlanta just days before the shooting. Detectives also found that he used a fake New Jersey ID to check into a Manhattan hostel where he stayed. We go now to CBS News senior coordinating producer on crime and public safety, Anna Schechter. She joins us to go over all of these new details. First, let's talk about the two newest clues, Anna. The suspect's bus ride to New York City and that fake ID he used to check into the hostel. How are police using these two pieces of evidence to help track down their shooter?
Okay, let's talk about the fake ID.
Yeah.
Have you ever checked into a hotel?
Yeah.
I don't think you can use a fake ID. They got the UPC scan on the
Yeah.
back of it. Secondly, they keep saying that this guy's not a professional. But have you ever been to Manhattan?
Yeah. Oh, I've been there when I was a kid, and it was bad.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Millions of people actually are in Manhattan at all times. There was about 20 or 30 witnesses when he did the assassination. So I don't feel like this is a amateur hit.
I don't like that they're trying to push saying it's an amateur hit. And later in the video, you guys are gonna see they're gonna dive deeper into cameras and all types of craziness.
Hundreds of cameras.
Let's keep
Play the
going.
video.
Well, the bus trip is very helpful because it's a physical thing that investigators can take a look at. That's part of their casing. We know it originated in Atlanta. It's unclear when the person of interest boarded that bus. So that just gives you a sense of where we are in the investigation. There are a lot of tips that have come through with names, and investigators are chasing down all of those, but they still have not nailed down the name of the person of interest who took that bus ride, arrived in New York City, checked into that hostel using a fake New Jersey ID, and stayed for several days. He arrived on November 24th, so that's multiple days before police believe that the same person carried out the attack, Liz.
And Anna, we know the victim.
Yo, so they were showing, they interviewed a couple people who stayed at the hostel. It was giving me like a place where a lot of homosexual men stay at. He stayed in a room with four other men.
Yeah.
Um, Also, they were saying he's not a professional because he had stopped at that Starbucks
Yeah.
and got a latte moments before the assassination. Like I said, which was in front of about 20 or 30 witnesses. It was actually a woman standing right next to him when he fired the first shot. I'm not getting unprofessional vibes.
At all.
I don't think that getting a Starbucks coffee makes you not a professional either.
I think unprofessional would have been him seeing that woman there and then, oh, I gotta get rid of her too.
Or being scared to do it in front of all these people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who wouldn't want a latte first?
Yeah.
Starbucks has the best caffeinated process.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Brian Thompson was shot in the back and the calf. What do police know about the gun that was used in the shooting?
Okay, yo.
Well, the gun is an unusual gun. It's hard to find. It's got a very long barrel, a distinctive look that you can see in the surveillance video of the attack that we've seen on the show today. And that's what led investigators to go up to Connecticut to gun stores that actually sell this type of gun. It's a
I don't see why they went to Connecticut to a gun store. I seen on the CNBC interview that the gun was like actually a real sniper gun from early American spies used
Hmm.
with a silencer on it. As you know, a silencer by itself is a federal crime. You
Yeah.
can't have a silencer. I'm sure there's no gun store selling spy weapons with silencers. This not doesn't even sound
Yeah.
probable. You know what I
And how
mean?
the guy just walked up, pulled the gun out. You could just tell it wasn't his first rodeo, and I think this guy may be from a different country.
Moments after when they have the footage of him smiling when they finally take the mask off, he looks like he's in a like his check just went through,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
wire went through.
Yeah, like he
He's in a
just got
great
his
mood.
money
He
for
has
the hit.
a gorgeous smile, no homo, gorgeous smile, attractive young man. He doesn't look like he's just a psychopath out here killing people.
Yeah. That's definitely true.
Period.
B&T Station 6 gun that he used. Police have told CBS News that it has a silencer on it, so it's quieter. It doesn't make the same kind of sound when a shot is fired. And you saw in the video, we actually stopped that video before the shot came, but having reviewed the video, he fired multiple rounds. And of course, we know that on the casings and bullets, some evidence and clues towards a motive were found by investigators.
Right.
And that
Okay.
surveillance.
So on each bullet, he wrote a message. Out of the 3 bullets, he wrote deny, defend, and depose, which is the insurance company's 3 Ds. That's basically like if you try to make an insurance claim, these are the 3 steps that the insurance agent will go to deny your claim. So I'm sure there's a message in those 3 bullets. But what type of amateur is taking to time? You must have knew he was gonna shoot him 3 times so you can get
Yeah.
them 3 words out. And then also the escape. Like I'm saying, the World Trade Center is literally walking distance from this building, from this hotel that they were at. I'm sure since 2011 that they've upgraded all the cameras downtown New York.
Mhm.
The eye in the sky. Everybody has cameras on the outside of their doors. More than 200 cameras caught him, and yet it's been 72 hours.
So I want to stick on my spy side and just say this. They probably put those words on the bullets to throw you off, to
Exactly.
make you think, oh,
It's personal.
maybe his mom
His family
had,
member or
yeah,
something got
had
an
the healthcare.
insurance claim, and so you
Mhm.
wouldn't just assume that it's an FBI or CIA
Yep.
hit. Exactly.
I think this guy was the CEO was up to something.
I'm sure.
He knew something and something was about to get out.
Somebody had to shut him up.
Yeah.
They was
Was
in a conference with all the insurance companies,
yeah.
so I'm sure there was a motive that's bigger than just a personal. You deny somebody's claim because, like, the CEO of the United Healthcare is not denying claims.
Yeah.
The agents are.
Yeah.
So, like, he hasn't denied anybody's
That's
claim.
definitely true. And this
Period.
guy has he has big pockets.
Right.
Healthcare is big.
Come on.
So you got to think about that. He had his hands involved in something that,
That somebody need to shut him up about.
yeah.
Yep.
Video, multiple surveillance videos, Anna, that we're looking at are serving as key pieces of evidence in that. How are police using the technology to try to locate this suspect?
Well, the technology is key to this. What they're doing is they're casing the entire area, and that started happening as soon as the investigation kicked in. Investigators started physically going to businesses and buildings and
Look at all those cameras.
residences in the immediate area to try to trace a pathway and screen through the surveillance footage captured by all of these cameras. There are hundreds and hundreds of cameras in that area. And so they were able to track him going into a back alleyway, grabbing a bicycle, riding it up into Central Park. They lost him in Central Park. There are fewer cameras there, but then they captured him exiting on the west side of the park, somewhere between 70th and 80th Streets. And then CBS News obtained video from a building owner on West 85th Street that showed the bicyclist, the suspect turning left onto West 85th Street and riding west, and that is the last known image. So you can see how important all of that technology is to piecing together a timeline of exactly where he went. And still, despite all of that evidence, more than 200 images captured the suspect that morning, on Wednesday morning. They still do not know where he is, and they do not have an identity on him.
All right, CBS News senior.
They just put the truth right in our face. They showed you all the surveillance cameras. Then they want to tell you he rode a bike to get away.
Come on, man. I mean, I think this is just another example of how good it is to be white in America. If he is an aspiring hitman and you out there are an aspiring hitman, I feel like all you need to do first is be white.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Have a bike. Don't take a car and just
exactly.
ride off away into the sunset.
That's what they want you to believe.
It's that easy to
Yeah,
do it, guys. You can be downtown Manhattan, long as you're white, hop on a bike, hit
get out of
Central
there.
Park for maybe a mile, you're out of there.
I'm not gonna lie. This right here is eye opening to how crazy things are about to get.
The
If
world
this
has
if this
changed.
is getting past.
Right. The world is in, and we're gonna believe anything that the media tells us.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna always question the narrative.
yeah.
So whatever they say, I'm gonna be like, okay, are you sure?
That's exactly what I already don't trust CBS, but I don't know, man.
I don't
Let us
know.
know what you think in the comments, please. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Like and subscribe.
This is a new channel, so
Thank you.
get out of here.